Hello YouTube, it's Jason here once again on Not Super for Mum, and today we have some Funko Pops to show you. This is part of a multi-video thing that I'm doing because I went to Canada back in the beginning of November, and yeah, did quite some interesting stuff. If I do ever get the video together, I will put it up with the different locations that I visited. But second time I've been, a great place to go. But yeah, really good for bargains because we're paying something like, I think it's £1 is something like 1.67 or something like that in Canadian dollars. So yeah, let's get them open and you can see what they are. So first of all, we have Ravishing Rick Rude. Big name in the sort of 80s and that. The Ravishing one. Yeah, basically fancied himself a bit of a ladies' man, all the rest of it, yeah. With pose, you know, body oil and all the rest of it and that. But a good wrestler, yeah. And a great heel. It is a little bit damaged, which is my fault, because I was trying to get them all in my suitcase and it was difficult. Right, you'll see from the videos I got quite a lot. Anyway, that's the first one. The next one is, there we are, the Vader, or Big Van Vader as it was called. Again, another big name in the 80s, managed by Harley Race. Yeah, just, you know, quite an imposing figure back then with all his various moves. Quite a big bloke as well. The pop doesn't really do him justice. But anyway, that's that one, and I'll dig these out later for you, and you can have a proper look. The next one is GameStop exclusive. Yeah, I did go into GameStop very briefly, mainly to look for that one. Thankfully, I got it. Had to find a couple of stores around about the area, but yeah, I got it in the end. So we are. So he was again. These are all all three of these were big in the 80s. He was still quite big in the 90s as well. But in a different get-up. He did go by another name, and I can't lie for me remember what it was now. But anyway, he was. This was in WCW because he did go there for a while, and then come back to WWE. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll show you more later, as I say. Sorry if this video is a bit rambly. I'm just not very well organised today. Anyway, the final one is a 2-pack. And we've been waiting for this one for ages. And it is Jimmy and Jay, the Uso twins. Yeah, are they twins? I think they're twins, aren't they? I can't remember. They're certainly brothers anyway. I can never remember. I'm pretty sure they were born at the same day. Yeah, just a really great tag team. And about damn time. So, let's get into this. You can have a look. And, yeah, I'll give you a few more details. So if I can get into it, I think it's sealed on the bottom, so I may have to go on the top here. There we are. And I can, just like what do we call it, the Young Bucks, I can never remember which brother's which. Right? Just never remember. But anyway, I'll dig them out all the same. So yeah, you're probably shouting at the screen right now, going, "Oh, that's Jimmy," or "That's Jay," or whatever, right? I'm sorry, but I can honestly never remember. This is from their more recent times in the bloodline, and so it's just fallen on the floor. Yeah, I quite like that with his pink tints in his hair. Unfortunately, though, by the time you see this, the bloodline, as far as I know, and I've got to catch up, don't exist anymore. There may be 1 or 2 people still left in it, but I honestly don't know. I've got a fair bit of wrestling to catch up with. Anyway, that's that one. And I'll just put him down there so he's nice and safe, so it doesn't get damaged. And there's the other one, other two. Yeah. There you go, he's got his bloodline hat on and that, which I think is quite nice. So there we go. Multi-time tag team champions, and as many of you will know, they had a big feud going on over the years, on and off, with the New Day, who've been out in pop form for ages. So why the hell these are taking as long, I have no idea. Really don't get that. And I believe, if memory serves, the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. Anyway, that's that one. I'm just going to pick this one up that I've dropped on the floor. He's all the way over here. Bear with me. Right. Sorry about that. So, let's go on and open Vader up. I'll try and do it from the bottom because it's not so noticeable when you if you don't inadvertently damage them when it's on the bottom, and usually it's just on the flaps. Sorry. Oh dear, it's all going pear shapes. Right, there he is. There's Vader. So you say, yeah, he would have been done if he'd had a bigger body, I think. But he was a lot of fun. He was very imposing, as I say. You know, he was one of the bad guys, but very good in the ring for a bloke his size. Yeah, a lot of fun to watch. And you get Harley Race doing his promos and that for him, and that was always entertaining. So there we go. You can see for yourself his get-up that he's got. I like the old style wrestling mask, basically. I think, by and large, he's supposed to be protecting the face, but it just made him look even more menacing than he was already. And there you are, he's got his hair cut, which is basically 2 strips of fur on the top. Right then. The next one, we get old Rick Rude out of his box. They're no longer with us, unfortunately, but, well, I think all of these, apart from the Usos, have now passed away, if memory serves, unfortunately. All good wrestlers. I mean, they'd probably be retired now if they were still alive, but, yeah, it's a shame. There we are, there's Rick Rude. Let's say, a bit of a ladies' man. Always took the mick out of his opponents. You notice he's got his own face on the front of his pants here. Normally it was his opponent's one, and it was sort of like, you know, sort of playing mind games or whatever, or just plain disrespecting them, that you would do that. And it was quite entertaining. There we go. So he's really cool. And, yeah, bear with me. The last one is Big Boss Man. I just like Big Boss Man. I remember him having some quite good things with, oh, crikey, what was his name? Steve Blackman. Yeah. You know, like quite brutal fights, really, for the time. And I think Ken Shamrock was sort of involved to a certain extent, although him and Steve were always fighting each other anyway, so. But yeah, there we are. So he's got his, like, basically what's like a cop get up on, or maybe security guard with his baton. Yeah. So he's really very cool. And I'm really pleased to get all of them. And as I say, because I got these in Canada, they were significantly cheaper than I would have got them in the UK. I mean, I think these worked out something like £10 each, and then it's like 15 quid maybe for the USO set, maybe a little bit more. I really don't recall. But yeah, you know, I got some good bargains. Anyway, that's it for this video. I've got probably another 3 or 4 of these to do with bits and pieces I've got. Not all Funko Pops, but that's the vast majority of it. But yeah, keep coming back for the channel. Let me know what you think of these pops. Are there any that you like? I do want to get some more WWE ones. There are some missing. I will probably get British Bulldog at some point. Booker T is the King Booker gimmick, and whilst it was entertaining, I just want one of ordinary Booker T. In fact, if they can do a Harlem Heat box set, that would be awesome. So, you know, if there is anybody, I know there's unlikely, very, very unlikely, but if there's anybody that has got any remote connections to Funko, that's one we want to see as a Harlem Heat box set. That would be pretty cool. And maybe even a Wrestling Moments with Stone Cold versus Booker T in the supermarket. That would be brilliant. That would be really, really cool. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think of these. Yeah. Let everyone know about the channel. Keep on coming back. More content very, very soon. And until then, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.